Hey everyone, this is Finding Value. I'm responding to some other comments, and I think there's other people that are also interested in uranium. And uranium, I don't know as much about uranium as precious metals, but I found an article that agrees with what I was thinking, which is good. I've heard Rick Rule talk about uranium quite a bit. And someone asked, well, what kind of returns could we expect from the upcoming bull market in uranium? And I'm interested too to see just how much could the returns be. So I think a good indicator of future returns is looking backwards at previous bull markets to see what other companies have returned in the past. And what I found, obviously Paladin Energy was one of the great returners, is last bull market in the early 2000s to mid 2000s, the peak was 2006, that Paladin returned a 1,000-fold increase, and I think that was the largest returns. The lowest returns were a 20x. So they 20x'd their money from the worst companies or the lowest returning companies in the uranium mining industry. There's a couple of bull markets. We had the 50s uranium bull market. We had a 70s uranium bull market. It went from 3 to 43. And that one was a long one. It was a 20-year bull market. But if you look, some uranium stocks shot up by a factor of 100. That is insane. 100 is a ton of money for a return. Now the 2001 to 2010 uranium bull market, I think it actually peaked in like 07, 06. That was vastly underpriced. It was under the cost of the mining producers. It was for a decently long period, and that's what really gives you that big growth in price, is being under the cost of production for a long period of time, because that's what builds up that supply-demand imbalance. And during that time period, I think the worst ones were like a 20x, and the most was 1,000 times your money, which was Paladin Energy. One cool fact, since I do read a lot, the person or the CEO who ran Paladin Energy is now the person who runs Deep Yellow. I think it's DYLLF. Let me just double check that. DYLLF, and it's called Deep Yellow Limited. So DYLLF is the same CEO, is now running this company. You can see massive here, and now it's kind of dragging along. And what's kind of funny is because I follow this company, it went up 40%. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was 40%, I think yesterday or 2 days. Yesterday. It was yesterday, it was up 40%. So, pretty crazy. So that might be one to watch. It might be one to get some money into, is Deep Yellow. If you want to follow and try to replicate what Paladin Energy did, because it's the same CEO. I haven't looked at their assets, and they are in Australia, just by looking at this, at least the headquarters. And I think their mining is in Australia too, or actually I think it might be in Africa. I remember reading a little bit about this, but I need to do a little more research in it. But going back through this, we've got, again, the spot price of uranium today is less than the cost of production. This is great news for us. The current uranium supply, demand, and balance has a lot in common with the last market cycle. It's setting the stage for the next uranium boom. This is looks like Doug Casey here, but it's Nick Giambruno is the author. So again, I'm tying this in with kind of the precious metals. These things move so fast and so rapid that I think the strategy is to buy and hold. So find your companies that you like. I've shared a couple. I like UEC. I like URG. I do own a little bit of UU Energy Fuels. I don't like the share dilution. I hate it. It absolutely burns me when companies do that. But it is another American producer. I own Paladin Energy. I own a couple of the other ones. I'll share a link in below of the ones that I do own. I may include Deep Yellow if they look good too, because the CEO of Paladin is now running that company. It sounds pretty promising. So this is a buy and hold strategy. When things pull back, add to your portfolio when it looks like it's putting in a technical bottom. So if a chart pattern's kind of completing, looks like it's going to reverse and go up, I will share that on this channel, and I will be adding along with you guys to these companies that I'm holding, because I do think that the risk reward, it's an asymmetric bet. An asymmetric bet means limited downside with a whole bunch of upside. So we got to be getting in these companies, holding on, and riding them higher. The problem I have with uranium is I don't know how to tell what a good top is. I'll be researching that and trying to find what information we need to signal what a top looks like. I know what I can do technical wise from a charting perspective, and we may need to really rely on the people who are experts in that field to see where this top may be in the future. But we do have some time. We can research this stuff and we can figure out what the heck a top may look like. I appreciate you guys listening. Love the comments. Please subscribe, tell your friends about this channel, and let's all work together to see what companies are the best and ride this thing up together. Thank you.